I am that I am. Adamus of very sovereign domain. Welcome to life. DreamWalker Life. Your life. The new life for this planet Earth. Cogito ergo sum. I am aware, so therefore I exist. Profound, profound words. I exist, so therefore I am. My dear friends, this is the truth. This is the truth. Everything else is just extensions of the truth and expressions of the truth. But ultimately, this is the truth. Spirit, the Eternal One, gave you one gift and one gift only, because that was all that was necessary. Existence and awareness. Cogito ergo sum. I am aware, so therefore I exist. It's kind of philosophical, but it's absolute truth. Absolute 0-point truth. I exist. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Everything else is just an expression of that. There are no truths that come before this. I exist. So simple. When you're having one of those bad days, when the aspects seem to be ganging up on you, conspiring against you, and they're your aspects, when you're having difficulty handling the stress and the ordeal of everyday life, stop. Stop for a moment. Get out of the mind. Stop trying to figure it all out, because you never can anyway. Come back to that simple truth. I exist. See, when you're in that, even for just a moment, everything else seems to dissolve away. Nothing else really matters. I exist. I always have. And I always will. There is no death. There truly is no pain. There is no lack. There is no search or journey in the truest sense of the word. When you're in confusion, when you're not really sure what you're doing here, when you're not sure if you even want to be here, the body responds accordingly. When you're not sure, you don't make choices. The mind responds accordingly. It comes into confusion. When you're not sure what you want to do, when you get into that quandary of mind and body, even the spirit steps aside. Even the spirit steps aside. But when you come back into I exist, I am aware, everything starts changing. The energy dynamics, the way you bring in energy, the type of entities who will come and play and work with you. I exist. It opens up the awareness. It opens up the energy fields. Quickest way to make a change, to come back into your balance, is the I exist. New Earth represents all the grandness of the classic physical Earth. It has all the attributes of physicality. You can go in and out of physical body anytime. New Earth holds the real wisdom of this planet Earth, of humanity. New Earth is the library containing the wisdom of all the history of this planet Earth. It is all the beauty that you've ever dreamt about, all the ease that you've ever thought about, that this place called Earth can be. You've asked for this for a long time. You've asked to be able to teletransport yourself. Yes, absolutely, you can go anywhere and take all of the essence of your physical self, of your I am with you. It's just in a bit different way than you've been used to. This is going to be life in the new energy. Yesterday we talked about transfiguration, beautiful transfiguration. We had the story of Yeshua. Transfiguration is the I am. You could say the soul, the I am, constantly transmuting, constantly taking every experience, distilling it into pure wisdom. It's constantly happening. It's happening right now as you're sitting here. It's happening all of the time. The real issue is, are your eyes open to it? Your real eyes? Are you aware that it's always happening? It's not a one-time event. It's continually happening. As you become more and more aware of this crystal cold flame, flame of transmutation, the flame that takes every experience and distills it into wisdom, as you become more and more aware of this, a couple of things happen. First of all, you start becoming aware of more and more of yourself. In other words, issues that have been hidden and suppressed, things that you put behind closed doors, things you didn't love about yourself, start to come out. As you come into awareness, it's going to cast its light on all of the things that have been hidden and suppressed. Oh yes, as you come into awareness, you're going to be aware of grand things, amazing things about yourself, but also everything that's been hidden. Why? Well, because it's time. Because as you come into enlightenment, as you step through that threshold of enlightenment, you have to take everything with you. Everything. Can't leave parts of you behind. It's time for it to become integrated. It's time for it to come into that flame. The transfiguration flame. It's time for it to be stripped of its wounds, of its darknesses, of its biases, or the loathing that you have for those parts of yourself. This could be traumatic because this is the time when old aspects, old wounds, old traumatic events come out. But my dear friends, this is the time when these old suppressed things start coming out. This is the time to simply be in the I am. Not to avoid it, actually, to let it in, to let it feel the I am, the existence, this crystal, beautiful flame of transmutation. Come back to the simple I am that I am. It's very difficult to be distracted with that. Come back to this transfiguration, the crystal flame, bringing everything into its wisdom, into its simplicity, into the I am that I am. This new life, new energy life, this thing you've had such a desire for, such hopes for, it's metaphorically right around the corner. It's coming up. It's not just a story. It's a very real reality. This thing you call enlightened living, this thing that you've been working so hard for, it's right around the corner. One step away, half a breath, whatever you want to say. But it's becoming available. It's not just a separate reality on New Earth. It's something that can be experienced on classic human Earth. I'm going to ask in just a minute whether this is something you really choose for yourself, whether you really feel that you're ready for. It will mean that there are changes in your current life. changes. And it could be in your relationships, could be in where you live, what you do with your life, could affect some of your biological systems. It will definitely change some of the mental constructs, the way you think, the way you react. It's going to be life-altering. And the question I have for you, to be answered silently within yourself, is, are you ready for it? It will absolutely change your life.